Developing news as we're just hours away from the deadline of a government shutdown. House Republican members say there is a plan to fund the government, but this measure does not include President-elect Donald Trump's wish to address the debt ceiling. Erie News Now Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp is joining us live tonight from the Capitol. Rachel, where do things stand right now?
Oh, good evening. So first of all, things can move either really quickly or really fast here in the Capitol. And just within about an hour or so ago, they did House Republicans came out and said that there is a final plan. I spoke with Congressman Mike Kelly, Glenn Thompson, many members from our local areas on this. They say the plan is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It has three major components to it. One, it's going to fund the government with no of those extra frills or add-ons like we saw in previous versions. Two, there will be some relief for disaster relief. And then three, it's going to provide some aid for farmers. This comes after members had to really scramble and rework it after a President-elect Donald Trump's back proposal failed on the House floor yesterday. That proposal included those measures that I just mentioned, but then also it included a raising of the debt ceiling for about 2 years now. Now that is where a lot of House Republicans, about 40 of them, they really hesitated to support that legislation. They didn't want to move forward with that, and they really broke away from their party in that voting with the Democrats, voting down that legislation. I spoke with Congressman Mike Kelly about his thoughts on the debt ceiling not being included in this in this version right now, I should say. Take a listen.
If we're going to truly go through what the nation asked for, the mandate was given by the American people, the voters come out and say, we have to look at what works in the president's, what his plan is for going forward. And I think it's very strong. And I think it's good for the country. So we can talk back and forth to try to get some kind of a get to there and say, yeah, we're all on board. I think we should all be on board. But I've been here long enough to know there's nothing harder than to do the easy things. While the result may be hard for some people, you come out with a clean CR, we go forward.
What are your feelings that it's not included in this right now?
Well, I think what we're trying to do right now is get a clean CR, get through this, and then get to next year. That's the key.
Again, the clock strikes at midnight for a government shutdown, so members are really trying to move quickly on this. Right now, we do know that they are on the floor. I believe they're going to be debating for about the next 40 minutes or so. At least that's how long they'll have for debate, and then they'll vote on it, sending it then over to the Senate. But this is where the big test comes from. With this measure, they're going to need 2/3 approval on this, meaning that they're going to have some help from the Democrats in order to get this through. And right now, it's unclear how many will support this, if any, will support this. But for now, send it back to you.
That is our Rachel Knapp.